Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fallen Order. In the last episode, we worked our way through Zeffo. Here, past this kind of monument to this place here. The Windy something is this called? Windswept Ruins, there we go, where we can seek the Eye of the Storm. Just beyond it here. There's a couple of things that we can gather here if we hop down. Oh, there's a Phylax here. Let's kill this quickly. Oh, piss. You may have noticed, by the way, last episode, I spent a lot of time complaining about how the lightsaber isn't green enough. And it felt a bit too yellow. The nice thing about this being a PC game is I can just modify it. So, well, first off, let's crack open this chest.
Did you find something, BD1?
And there is a lightsaber sleeve for us. But yes, now you'll see if I bring up the saber, it's nice and green. It hasn't got the yellow to it. You can literally just adjust the RGB values on it to your leisure, which is really nice. Let's head up here towards the top. You might have noticed there's a kind of altar-y looking thing with a Phylax on it, which we want to try and deal with, because there's something we need up there. Hello. Can I just push you off the end somehow? I'm gonna get got by this one on the ground. Ah, piss! Right. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, did he just... I swear he just hopped sideways with the force! Oh, piss. Right, let's kill that one. What? Ah. Not blocking enough, am I? Slow! There we go. Flanking a little bit with slow. I'm really just not... I'm not defensive enough in this game. I know I'm not, generally speaking. Oh, let's just kill this guy. Oh! Cutting the horn off feels mean as well. Anyway, up we go. Up here, we can now get a seed for our terrarium. This is a ghillie pod seed. Wonderful. Now, if we look at the map, we will see... Actually, the only way we can proceed, there are some closed doors here to us, which are kind of currently locked, so the only way we can proceed is down here. And now we're this episode's going to feel quite different to last episode, because we're really getting into the kind of the tomb part of Zeffo, which is quite cool. If we squeeze through here, and wonderful, on we go. You know what, I might mix up some visual stuff a little bit. Let's have a look at... So, there are two things going on with Cal. So there's the ponchos, which I don't like and will tend to have off at all times. But then there is also, we can change the colour of the outfit. And we got one last episode, Guardian, which is a kind of, instead of having this white, it's a slightly darker one. So we'll put that on for a while. And we'll change the colour on BD1. Why not? We'll have this blue and white one. Blue leader. There we go. Right, with this...
Never seen a storm do that before.
Yes, so you've got the whole kind of storm going on here. If you tried to walk through it, you get the shit kicked out of you. And obviously the best way to stop it is... Wrong button. Slow. This is designed to be a thing that only a Jedi can get into. Or only someone who can use the Force / Life Wind, or however you call it. With this, if we activate the elevator...
My friend, I believe this to be the earliest Zeffo site we've uncovered yet, despite my reservations. I cannot chase the Bogano fault from my mind. Its visions shape the direction of an entire culture. I must understand why.
So, as you've seen from the visualizer, there is another Eno Cordova log there. That one is completely non-missable. In fact, I must say, and I kind of haven't clarified this until this point, nothing is missable in this game. Everything you can kind of come back for, you can just make involve a lot of backtracking, but there's nothing where it's like, this is your only chance to get that and do it now or never. Those simply do not exist in this game. Anyway.
I'm in the tomb. It's massive.
And the Empire?
No sign of them down here.
What about Cordova?
Still not sure what I'm supposed to find. He's a little...
Eccentric? Tell me about it. But he wouldn't send us here for his amusement. Keep an open mind.
Ah, here we go. So this planet here has a fantastic name. It's called a Skungus. If you get too close to them or hit them, you'll set them off and they'll do a stinky explosion. And Skungus is an absolutely fantastic name. But yes, the majority of this episode basically is going to take place in the Tomb of Eilram, and it's quite a... This is when it starts feeling a little Zelda-y and a little puzzly that I quite like.
That? Ugh.
There you go, BD1 is scanning the Skungus for us. Oh, there we go. Avoid contact, moving carefully around the central body. Explosive core may be utilised as a defence against other enemies. We will get to exactly how we do that a little later. For now, we just need to dodge them whilst platforming, so if I touch them... Oh, they just spike us. They didn't even explode. Oh! I thought there was a platform down there. Apparently not. Oh, there is a platform. You just have to actually jump to it. It's not technically below me. Oh! Just dodge a skungus there and down onto the slidey boy. Right, let's kill some of these scazzers. Ooh, nice. Brilliant. Now we enter a little bit of a puzzle. There's a ball here, and when we look at it, it goes red. That's going to be important for later. And there is a hole in the middle. That's going to be important for now. This whole kind of puzzle is based on blowing this ball around. If I press this, it opens up a wind tunnel there, which starts to get the ball rolling. Honestly, didn't even say that deliberately. That's very funny. Anyway, if we follow this along enough, the ball crashes through here, and we have a Force Echo behind here.
There's not just wind rippling through these chimes. Voices. From the past?
There we go. I'll try and have the audio turned up a bit more here, because the background is quite cool here, because there's just a vague bit of music. Like, they've learned here from the Metroid Prime maneuver of having background music, which is sometimes barely differentiable from what's it called? From ambient noise. Anyway, if we open up some of these, we've opened up a bit more gas, but do I need to turn this off? Yes, I need to have this one off, because I need to smash the ball through there to get to that one. Oh, fine, you can request a hint from BD1. Let's see what he says.
Yeah? I need to settle the sphere in front of that middle wind shaft.
Yes, I had figured that out as well. It's through here. That's right next to where I was. The second one, if we blow this way. Then it crashes through there. We can then set it rolling around the edge of the room if we were to press that third one there, but I'm not going to do that yet. Instead, if we hit this one, then we get another bit that will actually start to push it somewhere useful. Or not. Let's press this one. See where it goes from here. Oh. There we go. They all kind of conspire together, and none of it does anything useful. Right, I think I figured it out. So, turn these two both on, then this one and that one push against each other, and I'll hold it there, and then it'll come towards me from that middle one. Maybe? Maybe I need to turn this middle one off first and wait till it's actually really hovering there. There we go, now it's hovering there, then we just turn this final one on, and boosh! Clunk! Yeah, the fact that the wind and the echoes are kind of part of the past also makes sense when you consider that the Zeffo refer to the Force as the life wind. So, a lot of wind-themed temples, puzzles in this place.
These were used in Zeffo meditation rituals. I think they were training Force users.
So, as you may have potentially guessed, everything that we were doing there was technically not unnecessary, but was technically side content in order to get... Oh, fuck me, that scared the shit out of me. Christ on a bicycle. Kill the fucker. Yeah, all of that was technically just a side thing to get a bit of Force Essence, but Life Essences and Force Essences are always worth getting it. Getting, full stop. So... There's a ball on a chain there. We'll think about that later. This thing's red. Think about that later as well. A lot of this is going to become relevant. But for now, what we need to do is head up over here. Once we unlock this, then that starts this thing swinging. Once it's in the right position, let's slow it to make this a little bit easier. Still not learnt which button is slow. Oh, I wanted to grab on the side of it, but it did not work. Oh, there we go. We can actually stop the gas now, and now it'll actually swing towards us a bit. So, when it's a little closer, we will slow it. There we go, to make this jump possible. Hup. No, piss. There we go. Whoop. Nice. And now it'll unslow. And over we go. Brilliant. Let's head over to that meditation point there. And then we've got quite a large puzzle here, and also some bastardry. There is There's a quite an annoying enemy down there. So, I'm going to fully rest, recharge. Have I got any skills to get? I have got 1 skill point available. Let's have a look. But I will... Yeah, let's consider. You know what? I am going to hang on to everything for now. I'm not going to spend that spare skill point because we're about to soon learn an ability which will open up some additional parts of the tree. So, let's go down here and deal with this prick. Well, first off, we've got a ball there, which we can actually put into a hole using a bit of wind. Raises the platform. Wonderful. These will allow us to proceed a little bit over here. That will be the way we go shortly. But first... shit. You know what? Actually, let's not deal with the brick yet. No, let's just actually go straight up here and do a little bit of side stuff. Yeah, you might be able to see there's a spooky-looking robot down there. And they are a tough old enemy. But through here, we have a little bit of side bonus content. Let's slide down here and grab onto this wind chime rope thing. I really thought it was going to go like doing as I moved. That really felt like that was the kind of energy this had. A bit of... I was going to say Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know if that happened in Hunchback of Notre Dame, if, you know, swinging from a bell and making bell noises. Never actually seen the Hunchback of Notre Dame. It just fits the vibe, you know? Anyway, let's grab that and try again. Actually, I think I'm just... Jump, swing, jump. You just get, yeah, sooner onto the wall run thing. I was kind of going too leftwards there. There's a couple of useful things. Well, not useful things, but there's a couple of side bits up here. We also get some really cool views of the kind of the temple itself. It's a really cool place itself. The kind of the tomb of Eilram. This is not like anything we've seen before. Might as well just, you know, fucking wreck up the place. Indiana Jones, this shit. No archaeologist, you, Cal. Anyway, let's go over here and let's fight this Skaz. Come on, try and hit me and hit me. Oh, there's another Skaz over there. And you, Sue. Wonderful. With that, we have a bit of a windy puzzle here, which I failed immediately. I say, there's a lot of windy puzzles in here. That's actually... I can hear wet noises from somewhere. But yes, the entire deal of the Tomb of Eilram, in fact, is windy puzzles. I have missed something. And I'm doubling back for no good reason. Let's head back to that bit where I was swinging on the rope. I'm not going to be able to make that, am I? Absolutely not. Cool. We're going to have to do some serious backtracking then. Let's head back to where I just was. Now from here we got a lot of skunguses there, which I'm just going to ignore entirely. Well, I'm not going to ignore entirely. I'm going to get rid of them by pressing this handy button here.
Ugh. Guess a lightsaber can't solve everything.
Yep, turning on the wind there just gauzed all the skunguses straight away. Oh, the piss! No, it didn't. Ah, gear, you filthy bastards. There we go. Clears the way for me anyway. And delivers us to... Oh, another one of these pricks. Where the hell am I? Ugh. I'm supposed to be... Yeah, I've come from there. I want to get back to this bit here, because there's a little thing off to the right that we can do here, but... This is going to take us a while to circle back around to that ballroom, so I'll just have to ignore that for now. By ballroom, I mean a room with a ball in it, not like a ballroom in the traditional sense. Now, I'm just going to have to fight this guy. Here I am. So welcome to Tomb Guardians. They are interesting. Let's... Come on. They are fairly slow, at least as their advantage, but they're very solid and only really vulnerable at certain cycles. When their core is exposed or when they're really vulnerable. Otherwise, you just have to kind of keep moving. No, it can be very challenging. Alright, come on. And that we'll just get away from. And let's see if we can just close and finish. There we go. Second skill point. Not going to use it yet, but there we go.
Okay, I'll look. I'm looking.
So yes, as it says, this is a Tomb Guardian. Strong slow protected by a central power core. When glowing, the power core may be removed with external force and careful skill allowing a critical attack on the Guardian. We don't actually have the ability to do that yet, but let's see if we can... Nope, we can't actually do that yet. I am completely ignoring my notes in this area. Not intentionally, I'm just bad at it. And as such, kind of just figuring this out on the fly a little bit. The odds of me missing something important here, I think, are what we would call high. Anyway, we can jump over this, and slice through that, and squeeze through here. Is this where I need to be? Yes. I'm at least vaguely following my notes now. So, over here is where we actually need to go.
What's this?
Ancient statues at a scan here. These statues were carved into the natural cavern walls. They depict Zeffo holding spheres, possibly the same kind used to power their tombs. Obviously they're ancient, and it's hard to tell whether it's just the thing about their architecture and stuff like that, or whether the Zeffo are massive, and I've not quite worked it out yet. Anyway, we're about to get a very, very, very useful ability. If we go all the way up here, we'll see this cracked wall.
Focus. The Jedi do not seek aggression, but we stand against it. The Force is there to shield us. The obstacles in your path define the path. What stands in the way becomes the way. Now, try again. Keep your eye on the ball.
So, as you can see, another little flashback here for learning. Here, I'm doing it too slowly, but we are learning how to use the old Force push. So, at this point...
Good. Continue.
What do we continue?
Faster now. Complete the test.
What am I doing wrong? Very curious. There we go, well, apparently we learned. Anyway, that is a new ability for Cal, which is Force Push, which works nicely on cracked stuff. And here is the actual tomb of Eilram himself. This is his sarcophagus.
My friend, take a look at the detail on this bark. The distinctive striations. It can only be a Rosha tree from Kashyyyk. It's time to call on an old friend. If the Zeffo had contact with Kashyyyk, there is a good chance Chieftain Tarful will know about it.
So that gives us, I believe... Oh dear, I think I saw that. Yes, another, Cordova log, log 4, chapter 3, and... time for another Tomb Guardian. You notice the last one wasn't half health. This one isn't. But Tomb Guardians are vulnerable during powerful attacks. Use push to interrupt them. When their core is exposed, you can push them. Right, let's see what you're going to do. Ooh, it can be a little bit quicker. There we go. That was your chance to push it. There we go. And now you can get some serious damage in on them. And that is a way to fight Tomb Guardians. Short and sharp fights, they certainly are. With that, we can also scan the actual tomb of Eilram himself, well, the sarcophagus. And that would what say, the ancient Zeffo sarcophagus holds the remains of Sage Eilram. These are the first of the Zeffo to establish a relationship with the inhabitants of Kashyyyk, and love the planet's greenery dearly. Now their remains are forever interred beneath the roots of a stone Rosha tree. Yes, for those who don't know, Kashyyyk, home of the Wookiees, so we will be going there. That's probably our next target. But yes, I don't know if he's just in the middle of this, or whether the Zeffo are massive. It's never quite said. They're probably about the size of their Tomb Guardians, to be honest, but a lot of their stuff just makes them look fucking huge. Anyway, yes, we can push now. Push quite a few things. And hey, look! Here's that ballroom we were in earlier. We've unlocked Kashyyyk as a destination. We could now just leave and do that. But there's a lot more stuff we can do within the tomb. First off here, I'm going to meditate. I'm not going to bother healing, but Cal's healed his connection with the Force. New skills are available. Indeed, we've got additional Force, the ability to unlock, and enhanced Force recovery, mass push. There's a lot of useful stuff we can get now. Improved stims, that could be handy. Agile deflection, a lot of useful stuff. I'm going to go for mass push. Basically means you can hold RT to stagger large groups of enemy. One of the huge problems in this game is if you get overwhelmed and there's a lot of people kicking around, so I'm going to get mass push. That's really handy. Knock everyone back. Buy yourself a bit of time. Wonderful. What else should I go for? I suspect improved stims will be very useful to us as well for kind of healing as we get into slightly more difficult fights. I'm not going to heal up. Let's head down. Now, we can push this ball, but we're not going to do it because there is first off a Tomb Guardian down here. And these... They've sent you some easier ones now. This one is much harder. Had a moment there to kind of try and counter him, but didn't. So, let's see if we can block that attack. Oop. And we could have blocked that, but didn't. But that is our chance to do the push maneuver. Oh, shit, about force, so I can't do heavy attacks. Damn it. Oop. Back we go, back we go. Right, there we go. Push. Oh, shit. Right, piss. Say nothing, BD1. Piss. Right, we need to do some damage to him because our force is low enough that we can't actually push. Oh, no, it has recovered a little bit now. Right, let's go. Oh, nope, no. Right, there we go. We need to get a bit closer, trigger him to attack us, block that attack, and then follow up quickly. Whoop! We've got some force back, that's good. Next time he does a big attack, there we go. Push! Wonderful. Let's get a little bit of damage in there, and maybe kill him! Oh, no, shit. Right, back. Okay, right, let's think. Once again, let's block. Not close attack. Is he going to do the double stamp? Oh, yep. Shit, he did do the double stamp. Oh, shit! Let's just actually kill him now. Fuck it. Got a moment. Oh, whew. Lord. Scary enemies, the Tomb Guardians. They really are. Right, I fucked up and missed something back along here, as if you remember me saying. So let's go back to that bit where we're swinging on the wind chime. So, as ever, did I read my own notes? No. It clearly says, turn left and swing over to second rope. There's a second rope there. And you can see what our goal is at the end. There's a little bit of kind of, Wind Waker grappling hook here to make sure we're lined up correctly, which we weren't, but unlike the Wind Waker, you have a fairly nice option to adjust your trajectory mid-air. Piss rat! There, we're nicely lined up. And we can now, hopefully, quite smoothly get to what you can obviously see here, which is... First... Oh... What the... I didn't jump in that direction. Oh. Right, let's make sure I can't fuck this up. There we go. So, we now have got a chest here and a scan. Let's do the scan first. This is one of the fallen wind chimes, and indeed, the Zeffo's reverence of the wind shaped everything they created. The movement of the wind through these chimes may have once called the sages to prayer.
Find something?
Yeah, Zeffo itself being windy as well, explains why they, talk about the life wind and all that kind of stuff. But there is also a poncho in here, the Outlander. So that's what that is. Right, let's head back to that ball chamber, I think. So actually here in this room, we can push one of these Skunguses. No, we can't. I had to push the closest Skungus. Let's wait for this one to regrow. There we go. If we push this Skungus here, then we get our way through to Echo here. Big Echoes like this, by the way, are always an essence, and that's our third Force essence.
As an offering to the wind. It was destroyed intentionally for some reason.
So yes, that's our third Force essence, which means we've actually upgraded our maximum force, which is really cool. With that, let's head back towards Eilram's sarcophagus. And from the sarcophagus room, we actually want to turn around here immediately, and we have this bit here where we have this cube. And we can slide these various cubes around the place to get through to a little secret. Shove this out of the way. Yeah, push is what you think of as one of the kind of classic Force-y abilities, and indeed, it is a lot of fun. Let's crack through that wall, definitely. But, oh, there we go, that's what I need up there. Is that close enough? Yes, it is close enough. Cool, let's activate a Force Echo.
This Guardian was destroyed long ago.
And we will also activate this chest here, which is a Slivian iron, even lightsaber material. I am now basically back up to the pace I wanted to be with my notes. I've done everything completely in the opposite order to how I planned it out, which is fascinating. But hey, notes are meant to... They be more like guidelines, definitely. Let's squeeze through here. And I believe this will bring us back to the Skungus room. Yes, this does indeed bring us back to the Skungus room. Yes. How do I... Wait. What? Let's just head back to the main central ballroom again. Now here, before we do the ball puzzle, but don't worry, I'm getting there, there is another little push bit we can do off to the side here. There's a little bit of platforming here, which if we actually do it successfully, will get us once again to a little thing. Basically... Oh, bugger. Well, we're fine. Yeah, basically, a lot of the areas of Eilram's tomb open up, unsurprisingly, once you've remembered how to push. Here we can use this rope along here, and you can see our goal up there, but we can't get to it directly. Instead, we have to swing wildly on the piss, apparently. If we swing to there we go. We can get over to what we're after. And yes, the ball puzzle is the kind of main thing we will be doing here, which is worth it for a couple of goodies. But hey, let's sense this echo first.
This was deliberately destroyed. I can still feel the hate of the act.
So a lot of this is stuff to consider. That's the second bit of evidence we've found of active destruction of some of these artifacts in the tomb. Give a little bit of thought to that. We'll find out a little later in the game what that's on about. If we head to underneath this ball, then there is a little pushy point here. This was red earlier, you remember, it turned out blue. Basically, red means something you can interact with later. Blue is something you can interact with now. As with force slow, force push also doesn't take up any force outside of combat.
My friend, this tomb is utterly fascinating.
It once served as the proving ground for force-sensitive Zeffo sages, but was converted into a space to honour their remains. And yet, nothing received greater honour here than the Force itself, the life wind, as they called it. It's beautiful to see. And that completes Archive 4, Eilram, because all three of them you get from exploring the Tomb of Eilram. Now, this we can interact with a little bit more now. Now we've got the push, we can push this thing, and we can make it to go in directions that it doesn't necessarily want to go in. And hey, we have freed the ball. And with the second push, we can get the ball into the central ballroom here. We're gonna do quite a lot of stuff with balls here. So let's get this where it wants to be for now, which is in this lower hole. This is a lot easier if you've killed that Tomb Guardian already, which we fortunately have. Come on, are you gonna roll in naturally? Yes, very slowly. So that raises the front there, and raises that platform up there. There's an argument I perhaps should have been on that platform. Is it raised? And that is true. Right, let's try something then. Push this off. There we go, we want it to be on that one there. So, when I saw it slowly rolling towards its goal, I should in fact have... Oh, I'm not going to get there in time. Nope. Oh. You'll notice it got windy down here as well. That's going to be important soon. But let's try and get onto that platform, because that contains some goodies. If I push this into a wall, it should buy me a bit of time. Nope. Didn't buy me enough time. Well, I'll just push this with my hands. Apparently not. Wait for that platform to come back down. And there we go. Oh, I could have slowed the platform as well. Didn't think about that. But up we go. And with this up here, we have got some stuff that's useful. We have got a cosmetics chest.
What is it?
A bomb grass BD9. BD9, BD1. Oh, look at that. Yeah, a little bit of a refreshing mint flavour as well. Matches my lightsaber. And up here, we also have a Force Echo.
This relic is extremely old, but I get the sense it was part of some type of training ritual for Zeffo Force users.
Interesting. We've also got a skill point, and look at that. That's delivered us straight to a meditation point. So let's figure out what we're going to get from the skill points. I'm torn between delay thrust, which is quite nice. That basically you just press X, wait, X like that, and you'll kind of do a bit of a combo. There's not much comboing in this really, but that's kind of the closest to it. Or just in maximum health. I think maximum health for now. Survivability is first in this game, and then every other aspect of combat is great, but you can't fight if you're fucking dead. So there we go. Not going to rest here, because that will bring the Tomb Guardian in this room back, and we don't want to deal with that. I'm going to remove this ball now, which will lower some of those platforms, but we've gone and done that already. And as I pointed out, there's some wind around here now. So if we give this little push, it'll go into that relevant wind, and... Has it got stuck? No, it's just very slowly making its way around. Oh, there we go. It's got launched over by the wind, and that means it's now stuck up there. Well, can I utilize that wind? Probably not. No. How do I get up here then? Oh, I can just jump up. Nothing complex. Cool. Let's slap this one into the ball hole for it. And that opens, raises that up there and opens a third area. As you can see, this chamber changes quite a lot. Here we have another blowy ball bit. So, what we need to do now is, if you remember when we put this ball in this hole, this opened up. And what do you think might be at the end of this? I'm just going to let the ambience play for a bit, because it's quite cool in here. As I say, it's very subtle music, and I think it adds quite a lot. Shockingly, at the top here is a third ball. Also, I don't know where this red light is coming from. Interesting. Anyway, if we push this ball, it joins our other balls down here. Now, this one, we have to do some real kind of wind mechanics with. If we shove this one in here, it should then work its way round to being up there. We should get there about the same time as it. Hello. And now it should follow round that side and launch over to the other side. Haha! I needed to be there, didn't I? Yep, okay, that's stuck in a kind of orbit now. Oh no, it's not stuck in an orbit. Or is it? Is it going to get in there naturally? Yes, this is stuck in an orbit, which is good. We want this to happen until I get here. And now I just need to wait for it to swing by again. And there we go. This, by the way, not optional, what I'm doing here, because this is actually the only way out. Because we slid down, and there's a non-reversible way. So they're making sure you've got a good piss. Yeah, making sure you've got a good piss. They're making sure you've got a good grip on force piss. God's sake. Force push before they let you out. Push this final ball down there and onto that spot. And the elevator will power back up, allowing us to return to the surface.
What did you find?
The Zeffo went to Kashyyyk. Cordova mentioned someone named Tarful.
A Wookiee chieftain. They were old friends.
Think he's still around?
There's only one way to find out. We have to go to Kashyyyk.
Wonderful, and that updates our kind of main quest, which is to go to Kashyyyk and find out more about ways into the vault. We've kind of, as you've noticed this entire time, we've been following Cordova's steps. He came here, he learnt that the Zeffo are linked to Kashyyyk, and so that is going to be our next spot. We've still got to get out of Zeffo, though, and you'll be surprised. It's not just a case of, oh, fast travel back to the ship, or even walk back to the ship. Some stuff has changed a little bit. We'll see when we get to the top of this. Because the Empire are here now.
For the Empire.
And we'll be dealing with that next episode, I think. Thank you very much for watching. That's cool. You can see both the Zeffo statue and a crashed Venator there. Next episode, we will be working our way back to the Mantis in order to be able to head over to Kashyyyk. Hope you join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.